What's going on, family? Black Feniks checking in at the headquarters right now, working on a few things, getting a few things lined out. And I was just thinking about my golden rule, and I just wanted to share it with you. My golden rule for business is never ask something for nothing. And I want to say that in a simple form so that way you can understand why that's a golden rule for me and maybe why you should use it in your practice. And I do that to I always show respect first. I always, uh, go the extra mile first. Extend my hand, show the courtesy first. I never try to network with someone without spending money with them, without showing that hey, you got something of value that I need, and I'm willing to invest in what you got going on. So when I'm dealing with people, if you got something I need, I say, hey, let's network. But before we do, let me buy this. Let's do some work this way. And you would know that I'm serious because I'm serious in investing in your business. So when it comes to us networking and investing in my business, it's not going to be an issue because we can work off of one another. Piggyback ride. You help me, I help you. You see what I'm saying? But I always extend the hand first. I'm always paying. Like my best relationships, I'm not even gonna lie to you. As you see, I'm always alone. I don't have a lot of friends, but the relationships that I do have, I have created off of spending finances, buying products, getting some things done to help me make some products, buying material, um, just networking different ways, advertisement, however I can. I'm willing to barter my services. You know, I told one person, I said, hey, they asked me, well, how much can I pay you to do this or that? And I say, hey, you don't have to pay me anything. Um, what you have, what service you provide is more valuable than money to me. So let me do this for you, and you do this here for me. And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, no problem. In their mind, I keep my money. In my mind, I'm keeping mine too, but I'm just using my work ethics, and they got to use their work ethics. Both of us putting in some work, but we don't have to put in any finances at the time. We kind of networking with one another, so we saving money, but we still getting a job done. So I think that it's wise to do that when you greeting people, even if I don't care what the business is, what you're trying to do. I never like the fact where a person will just go up to someone and say, "Hey man, throw me something, man. I'm doing bad. Let me get something." I'd rather see the brother on the corner playing the guitar with a bucket on the corner. He ain't asking for number. He say, hey, I got something going. You like it? You throw something in there. If you don't, it's cool. But he's not asking something like he's just not sitting there. Just feed me, help me out. Like, man, are you willing to do something? Hey, I'll work for something. You need some work done. I am not, you know what I mean? So I like it better when you put some work ethics behind it, better than someone just saying, hey, help me out because I'm in a bind. Help me out because I'm in a situation right now. You know what I mean? So I just feel that we should think about that. We should think about what's most important when we're dealing with our business. Like I heard a saying yesterday that says, don't treat people like they treat you. You treat people like you want them to treat you, like the good that's in you. Just because they respond to you in a bad way, you don't have to treat them in a bad way. You can treat them by the goodness that's in you. So never get to the point where you allow someone to change who you are inside and start treating everybody ill because of that bad situation that you encounter with this person or that business. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's wise to think about that. And as we go, you know, building our business and our brand and our companies and our independence, that we should think about um, that golden rule to never ask something for nothing. You know what I mean? Like so many people always got their hands out, give me this, but they don't want to give anything. You know what I mean? You doing the work, you doing the work, you doing the work. Well, at least meet me halfway. Can we network together? You know what I mean? If you're not paying me money, can we hustle together? Can we grind? You know what I mean? So I just feel that it's important that we have a golden rule when it comes to business by not asking for handouts. Because I have learned personally that, you know, growing up in the growing up in poverty in the hood, doing time in prison, doing that decade in prison, that the last thing you want is to ask a man for something because he gonna want it back. You know, they had a little saying they used to say when I went, if that person put a Debbie cake on your bed, You don't know who put it on there. You need to leave it on there. And when they come back asking for it, you need to check them. You might end up fighting because they tried to persuade you. Now, if you ate that cake or ate whatever was on your bed, and that person come back and say, "Hey, where my cake at?" What you mean, where your cake at? My cake, you ate it. Well, you need to give it back. How you gonna give it back? Because you need to do something for it. Now he wants something for it because you done ate his property. You see what I'm saying? So you either gonna have to fight and be a man and have to fight probably a few times, or you gonna have to give him what he wants. And it might not be something you want to give. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what I have to learn coming from where I come from. I was raised a little rougher. I come up where we only had two choices: survive or fail. And you're gonna survive. So failure wasn't even an option. It wasn't even a thought. You know what I mean? Now too many people have excuses why they can't make it. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, this is too hard. So and so boss is this. Oh, so and so don't show me no attention. This person didn't say this to me. I'm like, damn. Like everybody's feelings are so easy to be hurt and discouraged to really do something. And if we're gonna do something, man, we're gonna have to toughen up a little bit. We got to realize what this country is, because this country is built upon that, on establishing things, on taking things, renaming things, reclaiming things. Come on, man. These are facts. But I believe personally that we're going to get further in America, dealing with our brothers and sisters, dealing with businesses, if we um, don't ask something for nothing. If we're willing to network with someone first and say, hey, I like what you're doing. I buy some of that. I invest in that. And then as you invest in what they got, and then it's a kind of a no-brainer. They'll say, well, what you got going on? Well, I got this here. Well, you know what? I've been looking for that. And there you go. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to network and put yourself out there. I always present myself to businesses when I go in. Hey, I'm new to the area. I'm looking for this product, but I do this all the time. Let me buy this or that from you. And here goes some of my cards. Oh, yeah, no problem. As you spend money with them, they're easy to refer you to someone. Say, hey, I know a guy. He coming here all the time buying things. He got a nice rig. You probably give him a call. He might help you out. You know what I mean? So I think that is, the network is very valuable. Us to network and be able to be open-minded, with our network, like to really know that, okay, we can make things happen, but we're going to have to have some principles, some morals, some guidelines that we're going to have to stand on. It bothers me sometimes when you have family members that would say, man, throw me something. Like they'll look at you from a distance, not knowing your situation, not knowing how you grinding and hustling, paying bills and doing what you got to do, but they look at you and they think you're doing good. So they tend to ask you for something. Hey, let me get this, let me get it. Right, man, this stuff ain't free. Like everything, it just, maybe you watching it and it makes it look easy, but it's not easy. Like it's like it's a constant struggle. Every day you got to put your boots on. Every day you got to pick yourself up. Every day you got to knock on a new door. Every day you got to think and figure something out. You see what I'm saying? So I think that is very important and valuable that we consider that we, literally think that, okay, this is how I got to do this. This is how it's got to be done. And this is how it got to be done. You know what I mean? So I just feel that we just have to stop making excuses and open up doors for ourselves. Like anything is possible, literally. So just wanted to give you my golden rule. One of my golden rules actually is to not ask something for nothing, and to just, work with people, be able to give a trade, a work ethics or something, you know what I mean? And I think that by you even offering something, some people even have bad motives. By you even offering, hey, let me give you this for that, that even will help you open up doors for yourself, because people say, well, he ain't necessarily, or she ain't necessarily just trying to get something. They just willing to work for it. They ain't just saying, hey, throw me this because I'm doing this and you up here, so you should give me something. Like it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? Maybe in the past, you know what I mean? But nah, I know many kids, especially these millennials, they feel like if their parents or someone doing something that they owe them something. Don't nobody owe you anything. Like nobody, not even your parents actually, because think about the laws now. They could have aborted you. It's not against the law. A person can abort your child. So if you here and they allowed you to be here, then that's a blessing. They didn't owe you nothing. They don't even have to take care of you. They can give you away after you're born. You see what I'm saying? So if you got some parents, some loved ones in your life that's willing to be there, that's willing to help you, that's willing to sacrifice their time and their money, think you should be grateful. I think you should be thankful, and that you should let them know, hey, I appreciate it, because they don't have to. You know what I mean? And I just think that we just have to be a little bit more grateful in this generation to show our gratitude to people that are assisting us, to people that's willing to help us and to guide us. You know, even if it's through videos or content or through books, if you can reach out and touch and communicate with someone and network with them, hey, if you see them doing something and they building something, invest in what they're doing and then invest in what you're doing. Because 9 times out of 10, sometimes they're already invested in you. You see what I'm saying? And you got people who would just go to the well all the time, just take a drink. Then you got to go to people that will actually go there and treat the waters, make sure everything is good, make sure the conditions is right, making sure it's deep enough, making sure ain't no contaminations at the bottom of it. You see what I'm saying? That they can still, eat off of. So I just think that it's wise to think about, and something that we should really, really think about. And just wanted to say, um, have something to stand on something, have a golden rule to live on, and I think that it will help you in your business. Hold on.